Hey guys, John V here from PhoneArena. We just got in the Motorola ATRIX 2 in. Just going to do a quick unboxing. Of course, we just saw this very recently at CTIA where we did our hands-on. It's worth noting that the handset is available right now through AT&T. Two-year contract price of only $99.99, so $100 for this guy. A really great deal considering all the hardware specs inside of it. It's a top-notch smartphone, and of course it's priced very reasonably, so definitely it's going to be a standout contender out there. So let's get started with the packaging. It's similar to any other AT&T device out there. You have the white, the orange, and the blue colors, of course, indicating it is from AT&T. Right here in the front, you can see the Motorola ATRIX 2, a small picture of it, the name up top, brandings, the Motorola AT&T on the side. Nothing much on the other side here, more the ATRIX 2 right there, serial information on the side there, nothing on top. And finally in the back you get a really nice photo of the handset in question. And some of the highlights, of course, it's 4G HSPA Plus connectivity, a 4.3-inch high-resolution touch display, which is actually QHD resolution, dual-core processor, 8-megapixel camera in the rear, ability to do 1080p high-definition video, and it's powered by Android 2.3 Gingerbread. So let's get started here. Let's open it up. First thing you see right at the bat is the handset itself. And again, slightly larger than the original model just because of the larger display on board. We'll take a look at that shortly in a bit. Let's put in the battery. You can tell up top here, cameras, you have the micro SD card slot, so you just remove the back cover and you'll gain access to it. You don't need to take out the battery for that. Let's look for the battery here. So here it is. And let's see what kind of size it is here though. Let's see, it's a 1735 milliamp hour battery, so pretty beefy, relatively thin profile. Again, it contributes to the overall, low profile of the handset, which is nice. And overall, it's, very not really compact, but, very lightweight. So let's put this guy in here, see how it feels with the battery, just like that. And get the back cover here. Looks like, there we go. Here's the back cover. Back cover itself. Let's remove the plastic here, just like that. Just a plastic back cover, not really flimsy. Good, texture to it. Soft touch in a way, kind of rubbery in texture here. So let's snap that on, and it just covers the top here. You can tell, just goes like that. Snaps into place, like so. Let's take off the cover here. Let's see if we can get that off. There we go. So here's the handset itself. So as you said, a little bit larger than the original model. That's just because of the overall the larger display on board here. So let's power this guy on, and as it's powering it on, we'll just take a look at the other stuff that's coming with the handset. So there we go. So it looks like you have the micro USB cable in here. Let's just take a look at that here. So there we go. Micro USB cable, nothing out of the ordinary. You have also wall charger. Of course, plug it in there, nothing out of the ordinary. And finally, just the usual random assortment of documentation. Looks like you have what? We got some stuff about some apps, more information, an accessory pamphlet for the ATRIX 2. And looks like you have the safety, regulatory, and legal information. And that's pretty much it here. Excuse me. So let's pack that up. Take a look briefly at the handset. Again, we already checked it out at CTIA, but we'll give you a closer look and just some of the highlights about the handset here. Okay, so that's out of the way. So let's take a look at this guy. So 4.3-inch QHD display. Let's turn it up here and change the background wallpaper so you can actually see the type of quality it has to offer here. Actually, let's change that. Let's go to settings. Let's go to display and brightness. Let's crank it up all the way so you see how bright this guy is. And while we're at it, let's just change the wallpaper, of course. Something a little bit more, a little bit more glitzy looking. Let's do just a standard wallpaper. And I guess the green will work here. Let's try that. Set wallpaper. So a 4.3-inch QHD display, very nice crisp looking display, of course. Reasonable viewing angle, so you can make it out, whatever's on screen here. QHD resolution, as we mentioned, 540 by 960 pixels, so pretty good crisp details. Left hand side, the only thing we have here is just the micro USB port and the micro HDMI out port. Again, you could use the assortment of accessories that are available with the handset. Right hand side, just looks like your volume rocker here, good feel to them. You have dedicated dedicated shutter key here. Up top, dedicated power button, kind of flat, but at least it's kind of springy here. 3.5mm headset jack. Gone is the fingerprint reader from the previous unit. Unfortunately, that's not thrown on here. Yeah, the noise cancellation microphone right there. Touch-sensitive Android buttons. In the back, 8-megapixel autofocus camera, single LED flash. It's ability to shoot 1080p videos. Definitely a nice, solid handset. And utilizes some metallic and also some plastics. A good feel overall in the hand. And for $99.99, $100 for this guy, you really can't ask much for it. Dual core processor too, so it looks like it's running very quickly here, just right off the bat. And you can see it has that customized motor blur interface, just like the Droid Bionic that we saw. So that's pretty much it, guys. So if you want to learn more about the Motorola ATRIX 2, you can check out our website, PhoneArena.com.